The first question says that write the number 16,037 in figures. So 16,037. Then write down the first 6 factors of 28. So factors of 28 are 4 times 7, 28 times 1, 14 times 2. So you write 1, 2, 4, 7, 14, and 28. The next question, it says write 9,876 correct to the nearest thousand. So correct to the nearest thousand means I'm going to focus on the first 2 digits. Now, since 8 is greater than 5, that means the next number will round it to a number bigger than it. So that means it becomes 10,000, correct to the nearest thousand. Then in the next question, it says the pictogram shows the number of different colored cars a garage sells in a month. And as the key states, each full block with 4 squares equals to 12 cars. Work out how many white cars and red cars the garage sells. So for the white cars, we have 4 full boxes, which means 12 times 4 is 48. For the red, there's 1 complete and this 1 incomplete one. So as you can see, each complete box equals to 12 and there are 4 divisions in it. So that means each small box represents 3 over here. So that means this small one would be 3 is going to equal to 9. 12 plus 9 is equal to 21. So that means for the difference is going to be 48 minus 21, and that equals to 27. That is your answer for this. In question 5, it says write down the reciprocal of 5 over 6. So reciprocal is basically the opposite of what is given. So if it's 5 over 6, the reciprocal would be 6 over 5. Let's say like the fraction was 3 over 2. So the reciprocal would be 2 over 3. So you flip the fraction. In question number 6, it says, this is Ada's method to work out 99 times 27 without using a calculator. Show how to use Ada's method to work out 99 times 68 without using a calculator. So if you follow the same thing, 99 times 68 would be 100 times 68 minus 68. 68 times 100 is going to be 6800 minus 68. So now if we subtract 6800 from 68, that gives us 6,732. And that is your answer. Then for question 7, it says write 5:26 p.m. using the 24-hour clock. So if you look at the 24-hour clock, 1 p.m. is 13, 2 p.m. is 14, 3 is 15, 4 is 16, and 5 is going to be 17. So 17:26. That is the time in 24-hour clock. And it says a journey starts at 21:15 one day and ends at 4:33 the next day. So this is night time. And this is your daytime, the next day. So how many hours and minutes are happening? So from 21:15, I'm going to go to 22:15. Then it's going to be 23:15. Then it's going to be 24:15. Then it's going to be 1:15, 2:15, 3:15, and lastly 4:15. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. Now for the minutes, it's ending at 33, 4:33. So 2:15, we have to, so now in order to turn 15 into 33, we need to see how many minutes need to be added to 15. So if we subtract it, 13 minus 5 is 8, and 2 minus 1 is 1. So 18 minutes and 7 hours. In the next question, it says change 10,260 seconds into hours. So we know that 1 hour equals to 60 minutes, and 1 minute equals to 60 seconds. So in order to convert hours into seconds first, we know that we'll do 60 times 60, which is going to be 3,600 seconds. Now, in this case, they're asking us to go from a smaller unit, which is the seconds, to a bigger unit, which is the hours. So what we will do is we will divide 10,260 by 3,600. And when we do that, what we get is 2.85. So 2.85 hours is your conversion of 10,260. In the next question, it says measure the marked angle. So for this, what you will do is you'll take your protractor, you'll put it over here at this intersection between these two lines. Your center will come over here at this point, and you will measure your angle from over here to this line, and whatever the value is, you would just write it down as your angle. Then in part B, it says, using a ruler and compass only, construct this triangle, leaving in your construction arcs, and the side of the length 12 centimeter has been drawn for you. So if we scroll down, they've already drawn the 12 centimeter slide. And what they want us to do is they want us to construct the remaining two sides to complete the triangle. So for this, remember that what we'll do is we'll take our compass and we'll open it to 9.5 centimeters first. So I'm going to write the steps. Step 1, open your compass to 9.5 centimeters. So once you've opened your compass to 9.5 centimeters, you will put your compass, I'm going to label this A. Put your compass at A. Compass at A, and make an arc. So what you will do is once you've put your compass over here, you will make an arc over here from this point. And then what we will do is we will repeat the same steps from point P over here. But this time our distance that the compass is open to is going to be 8 centimeters, not 9.5. So step 3 is going to be open your compass to 8 centimeters. Put your compass at B and make an arc. So what you will do is you will put your compass at B and make another arc from over here. And then what you do is you just connect the intersection of those arcs with a line and connect it with A and B. So then you just label your triangle. This would be 9.5 centimeters and this would be 8 centimeters. Obviously, since I'm drawing it roughly, so it's not like as accurate as it should be. But like, if you follow these steps using the protractor on the paper and draw this triangle, you would get the correct one. Then in question 9, it says put one pair of brackets into this calculation to make it correct. So as you can see, we have like a very big number over here, which is 150. Then we have 17, 5, and then times 2 square. So if we, let's say, put a bracket over here, and we do 150 minus 17 and minus 5, that's 128. And 128 times 4 is going to be 512, which is like way big than 33. So that means like, and even if I like put the brackets over here, it's still going to be a number which is like going to be around like, you know, more than 33. So why not try putting the brackets over here? So let's try this. If we do 150 minus 17, which is 133. So this is 133 over here, minus 5 times 2 is 10. So 133 minus 100 is 33. So this is where your brackets will come. Question 10 says, work out root 5 times 6 square. So we know 6 square is 36. And if we multiply 36 by root 5, that gives us 80.498. And to convert it correct to 2 decimal places, we round 9. So since 8 is once again bigger than 5, which means 98 would become 0 and 4 would become 50. So it's 80.50. Question 11 says, Joe thinks of a number, a positive number n. He squares n and then adds negative 24 to it. And the result is 25. So we have this equation, n square minus 24 equals to 25. Move the 24 to the other side, so it becomes 25 plus 24, which is going to be 49. And then we take the square root of 49, and that's going to give us plus minus 7. Always remember, when you square root a number, you get a positive and a negative answer. But in our case, since they have specified that Joe is thinking of a positive number, that means our answer is just going to be positive 7. Question 12 says, Indrani and Jagat share some money in the ratio 7:9. Calculate the percentage of the money that Indrani receives. So for Indrani's share, what you do is, if you look at the ratio, her share is represented by the number 7. So 7 becomes the numerator, and the denominator is going to be the total of both the shares in the ratio, which means 7 plus 9. So that's going to be 7/16. Now to find a percentage, always remember, when you have to find the percentage of any quantity, you times the quantity, whether it's in fraction form or decimal form, or like a whole number, you times it by 100. So we do 700 divided by 16, which is going to give us 43.75%. That is your answer. Question 13 says, the equation of a line is y equals to 5x plus 7. Write down the gradient of this line. First thing first, remember that the slope-intercept format is y equals to mx plus c. M is your slope or gradient. C is your y-intercept. So if we look at our equation, y equals to 5x plus y, your coefficient of x gives us the slope. So that means gradient or slope, whichever term you use to address it, is going to be 5. Then it says find the coordinates of the point where this line crosses the y-axis. So where it would cross the y-axis, firstly remember that x would be 0. always. So if x is 0, and I've already said that C represents the y-intercept, that means our point where the line crosses the y-axis is going to be 0, 5. You don't need to do any calculation. You don't need to substitute x equals to 0 over here and find the value of y. You can clearly just state that it's going to be 0, 0, 7, sorry, not 0, 5, 0, 7. And that's it. No calculation required for this part. Then it says find the coordinates of the point where this line crosses the x-axis. So for this, we would put y equals to 0. Because if I show the graphical representation for this,